So the game between Al Nassr and Gamba Osaka has ended by a goal margin. Kudos to that 30 minutes goal that was scored by Umet in the 30th minute of the game. So the match, Gamba Osaka's team were very strong. In fact, they outplayed, for me, their physicality outplayed Al Nassr. Al Nassr's team could not match the physical strength of this Japanese side. And then the truth of the matter is that most of the players in that team are just a shadow of themselves. I'm not saying this to disrespect anybody, but players like Cristiano Ronaldo was not in the game. I think it was just one shot I saw him taking, which was blocked, and that shot ended up being a corner kick. And again, Sadio Mane is just a shadow of himself. I've not been seeing it since I've been following that Al Nassr, watching most of the games, or since I've started watching most of the games, starting from Al Ali, Sadio Mane equally has been a shadow of himself. And in today's game, he was equally a shadow of himself too. And players that I really was impressed with in tonight's performance was Joao Felix. For the past few games, I've been seeing Joao Felix on top of his game. He has been performing a lot. His work rate in the matches has proved to be beyond expectations, considering the fact that before Joao Felix left the last team he played for in the Spanish La Liga to this Saudi Pro League, he was not really that a very on form or clinical player, but Joao Felix seems to be working really, really hard in this Al Nassr's team. He's always everywhere. And just like it is, a tree cannot make a forest. He needed the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo to turn up front, Sadio Mane, Kingsley Coman, and many other players in the Al Nassr's team. But massive, massive congratulations to Gamba Osaka. They were a strong side, and it reflected in the game that was played today. Defensively, just like I had mentioned earlier in my previous video, that this is a low block side. They will stay back and then dwell on counter. And that was exactly what happened in today's game. They were compactable defensively, and they really explore their powerful wingers. They are powerful and very sharp wingers. And that unit was actually, in fact, that was so clinical. That his strike was very clinical. Bento had no chance to save the ball. So, massive, massive congratulations to Gamba Osaka. Although, based on their past record, they were underdogs. But they proved that, they actually proved that a cup final is a 50-50 game. Any side can win. There are no favorites. And the same thing will be applicable in all the remaining upcoming cup finals, starting with the UEFA Champions League between Arsenal Football Club and Paris Saint-Germain, and many other finals in the European scene. There are no favorites. For me, there are no favorites in cup finals. Everybody, it's a 50-50 game. They are all coming out to win. They are all coming out to win the trophy. So for me, it's not usually a one side having an edge. I always see any cup final as a 50-50 game. The better side at the end of the day will be the one to win the match, just like it happened today in the Al Nassr Gamba Osaka's match. Well, Cristiano's woes continue. He has not been able to win a major trophy yet, although he has won a couple of trophy, but he really needed today's trophy. And if they are not very careful, if they are not really careful, that game against Denmark will be a very difficult one, because they are lost in this match today will really affect them mentally. So they really want to be on top of their game. With the last match they have to play against Denmark, they want to be on top of their game if they are to win the league. Because as it stands today, Al Ahly has won their match against Neom. It was a victory for them against Neom, and they have just one match remaining. If they should win the last game and Al Nassr should lose, they should lose or draw, they would be on equal points. And on 8-8, Al Ahly will win the trophy, because 8-8 they have performed. They won Al Nassr the first leg, and they had a draw recently. So a draw is not good for Al Nassr against Denmark. Not even a lose. They need a win in that game. Everybody will need to turn up. The likes of Cristiano Ronaldo, the likes of Kingsley Coman, the likes of Sadio Mane, all of them need to turn up. Their midfield, they want to turn up for that match. They want to really be clinical if they want to win their Saudi Pro League. So, massive congratulations to Gamba Osaka. The Japanese side are really deserving. They are deserving champions. They have just won a trophy. You can see at the end of the game what that trophy meant for them. They were so excited about that win. Kudos to one goal victory, the goal that was scored in the 30th minute by Umet. Please do well to subscribe to this channel. We bring all the football content news to your attention. We will be talking about some of the happenings in the world of football. In the upcoming FIFA World Cup, on Monday next week, we will be talking about some of the team selection. Some of the countries have started calling players that they will be taking to the upcoming World Cup. So subscribe to this football channel. We'll be bringing to your attention all the happenings, those players that were called and those players that were dropped, and what we feel about the selection of some of the countries and who are most likely the favorite in this year's FIFA's World Cup come up next month in the month of June. Remember that football activities has not ended. The English Premier League is still on. Now, Manchester City had won against Chelsea, and the next game they had is just the Premier League. They are still fighting against Arsenal Football Club. They are still fighting and competing strongly for the Premier League. So the football war has not ended in the club level. The UEFA Champions League, the Europa Cup Final, and the Conference League are still ongoing. So you need to subscribe, and then just click the subscribe button, please, and then like the video and share your comment. Tell us what you think about those games that we have just talked about, and stay connected with us as we will be bringing to your attention the happenings in the world of football. Thank you.